Last time, what we did was the JE number and a JE retrieve number. This time, we are going to make out the positions of these accounts. We have 3 types of transactions. What you can do is to go back to the bookkeeping file. If you are in Chinese or Japanese, and you can just change your language. Because we are doing English, we are going to enter transaction information for each transaction type. Usually we will hide this, we will hide the column, and so you only have this. Right now, when we go to each bookkeeping entry to look for transaction, we have 3 choices. One is purchase, which is all about expense that you made, and revenue is money that you're going to collect. You're getting cash, getting money from your client, from your customer, in fund transfer. And in this video, we are going to, let's go back to journal entries. We are doing purchase transaction today. The very first one is the expense account, which is this one. In this case, it is a travel expenses, but it can be any kinds of expenditure that you make. And that is determined by your selection from the bookkeeping interface. First of all, we have to name this, the JE debit GL account P1. P1 means it is a purchase transaction, position number 1. If it is purchase transaction 2, we go to the column with column head JE debit underscore GL account P2. As you can tell, the debit or credit already tells whether it is debit or credit. We move on to the very first one. So let's try it. Delete everything. And if you go here, you won't see any account here. Also this one, JE account is also 0, which is nothing. Right now, what we need to do is if position number equals 1 and we forget the N. It has to be N, position number equals 1, and a TransItemCode, which is this one, equals a quote, a double quote, and a P. Then we put a comma, Alt, Enter, and then index. So what we are looking for is from our bookkeeping interface, which is this one, right? But we can't directly click it because we are in the formula in the journal entries. So we have to click this one, trans source, and we have to look for TransCode. So we just move to the right. You see all sorts of black stuff which is ready for DIY or accounting system. Whereas the TransCode, can't find it. Oh, sorry, should be TransItemCode. Okay, and then select the whole column and then put a comma, Alt, Enter, and then I do a match. The match one is I use journal entry number, which is this one. You can type like JE, okay, and then you see JE num, and I just put a comma, and then I match with everything from the bookkeeping interface. But we can just change TransItemCode to JE number because we have JE number from the bookkeeping interface as well. Okay, and it is an exact match. Then I put a bracket to close the match and Alt Enter. And I have to put Alt Enter, comma, otherwise, a bracket to close the index. So that means if the position is 1 and the transaction type is P, which is P1, then this JE debit underscore GL account P1 column will look up from the bookkeeping interface for the transaction item code, which is the account number, by matching the journal entry number on the journal entries with the journal entry number from the bookkeeping interface, and it is in an exact match type. Otherwise, comma, I put a dash to indicate that nothing was found. Close the bracket for the if. Enter. Okay, so you see 9200, right? Because we will be creating 12 columns like this. This will determine the position of account here. And you won't see this until you create the column. I just showed you how we are going to create our accounting system. Okay, so we are ready to move on. Okay,